Okay, hey guys, what is going on? It is Michael here, and before we start today's video, I want to give a quick shout out, and it is a sponsor, AOARV, the YouTube channel, and it is a great channel. It posts music videos, and yeah. And the link will be in the description. Please like and subscribe to it. And today we're going to be reacting to most amazing top 10.
I'm Landon and welcome back to a new most amazing top 10 video. Things are about to get a little bit crazy. As of April 1st, there were actually 2,842 death row inmates.
Oh, shit.
In the United States, and this is no joke. Well, a lot of these people have committed horrible crimes, but some of these people who were strapped in the electric chair and given lethal injections were actually innocent. I mean, is this real life right now? It doesn't make sense to why a ton of people were killed and later they were found innocent. Why were they not given a fair trial with DNA tests and really look through all of the evidence? Well, this is the top 10 people wrongfully executed, and in the comment section below, tell me if you believe in the death penalty. Just before we get into this video, we are now on Patreon. We're gonna upload a whole bunch of extra bonus content for you guys on there. We're gonna be giving away free merch, allowing you guys.
I believe in the death penalty, but only if they committed horrible crimes. So, yeah.
To pick the videos for us. You get to become a part of the most amazing team. So if you guys want to help support us, click the link down below, and I cannot wait to see all of you most amazing people over on Patreon. Starting us off,
Please go and subscribe to most amazing top 10 right now.
on this list at number 10 we have Claude Jones, who's actually the last man to be put to death during George W. Bush's time as the governor of Texas. Claude was executed after a liquor store robbery went horribly wrong. During this robbery, Alan Hilzendegger lost his life when he was shot 3 times, and Claude became the prime suspect, and he was quickly given the lethal injection. The crime took place in 1989, and in 2000, when Claude was 60 years old, he was killed. One of the key evidence was a strand of hair. Well, when it came to properly DNA testing it, it was no doubt it didn't belong to Claude at all. The hair wasn't even retested until the Innocence Project stepped in 10 years after he was killed. So for 11 years, they had an innocent man sitting in a jail cell on death row, and he was killed for someone else's crime. Number 9, we have Cameron Todd Willingham.
Wait, 3 murders. You were charged with 3 murders on death row? Wait? Oh my god. 3 murders.
Who was convicted and executed for the murder of his 3 young children by arson at his family home in Corsicana, Texas, and this was back in 1991. Cameron was executed at the age of 36 years old. This case didn't sit well for some, so people actually started to dig into the case, and they found out that the investigation techniques used in this case were actually a bit odd, and also the evidence was misinterpreted. A Texas Forensic Science Commission examined the evidence themselves, and they found claims of arson were very doubtful. Also, the people who testified, like a witness named Johnny Webb, his testimonies were very questionable. Well, it was found out that the fire just started at the home, and Cameron was just really lucky to be alive. He didn't start the fire. So in this situation, we have this poor guy who just lost his whole family due to a fire, and instead of the state helping him out, financially, emotionally, they deemed him as the prime suspect. I mean, is this real life right now? Kind of sickening when you think about it. Ruben Cantu comes into this list at number 8. Now, this is a really crazy one. Well, they're all crazy on this list, but Ruben was executed for a murder people believed he committed when he was just 17 years old. So this is a minor who was put on death row. I didn't know you can put a minor on death row, but I'm assuming he was just convicted as an adult. Do you guys believe that kids under the age of 18 years old should be tried as an adult? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm really interested in.
No, I don't think so.
Here, you guys. Ruben was killed at the age of 26 years old by lethal injection. Before he died, he wrote a note that read, "I have been framed in a capital murder case. I was framed because I shot an off-duty police officer named Joe DeLud-Luz. Ruben became the 5th juvenile offender to be executed by the state of Texas. Ruben and his friends were accused of shooting dead 2 people during a robbery that went bad. Well, it was thought that the 2 people died. Well, one of the people shot, they actually survived, and it was a police officer. That officer, when he was able to talk, said that Ruben was the killer. Well, after Ruben was executed, the police officer actually took back his story. So I looked into this a little bit more, and I was looking to see if this officer was executed as well, because he just executed someone for killing someone, and this person just lied about the whole thing. But I wasn't able to find anything. Number 7, we have Carlos de Luna. He is an American man who was convicted of murder. He was executed at the age of 27 years old by the state of Texas. 24-year-old Wanda Lopez was...
Yeah, Texas have, like, still death penalty rules. Why?
Killed back in 1983. She was a gas station attendant who died from multiple stab wounds, apparently from a buck knife. Wanda was killed while on the phone with police. This case was actually reopened years later, and upon findings, it was known that Carlos de Luna was the wrong person, and the murderer was actually a man who looked very similar to Carlos's description. So it was his lookalike that should have been killed for the crime instead of this innocent man who lost his life. Really flawed justice system, if you guys ask me. Moving into number 6, we have Jesse Tafero, who was convicted of murder and was executed by the electric chair in the state of Florida for the murders of a Florida Highway Patrol officers. These officers were killed during a traffic stop. The case is more simpler than the other ones on this list, so when Jesse was killed, the actual murderer confessed to the crime, and it was proven that Jesse Tafero was the wrong guy. So the real guy just who was, sentenced away for his crime, waited till he died, and then he came out and said, "Hey, you actually killed the wrong person, haha, it was me." This is just, again, the justice system, flawed. I'm not sure why they keep screwing up. This is around the time when people really questioned the justice system. This became headline news. There was a...
Wait, what? Okay, guys, apparently we can't go anymore, but if you want to check the whole video, please go watch it, and yeah, let's dab on them haters. I know they you haters.